Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Kusogrand8, the Bad Video Game Tournament. Again, thank you for everybody who has been here. As a reminder, we've got Kusogrand8 live at SGDQ this year. If you would like, you are free to sign up. Or if you're interested in helping out, send me a DM over on Discord. I am more than happy, and my DMs are open. Haha. It's kind of scary, gotta be honest. Thank you, everybody who has supported and cheered and subscribed, as well as the followers that we've had during this stream. I very much appreciate it. But with that said, Crappy, take us over to the game reveal for game number 2 of the day. Come on, Crappy. I know you're... Whoa, he's gonna hit you. Yeah, this is why you look left and right before you cross the street, okay? Crash Bandicoot might come and murder you. Not necessarily with a car, he might just kill you anyway. Well, everybody, we have a wonderful GM for the next match. Say hello to our friend and avian lover, our dear Escorian. Escorian, come on in. I know you like birds. Come on. Talk about the birds. Hey there.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? You love birds, right?
Oh yeah, I'm the queen of birds.
You're the queen of birds?
Yeah.
Is that a new suit?
What?
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, a card game joke.
Yeah, it's a card joke. Okay. Anyways, yeah, what's your favorite bird?
The chocobo. They're totally real.
Okay, what's your real favorite bird?
I forget the name of the bird. It's those blue ones.
Bluebirds.
I honestly don't know. It's the one the character in regular shows based off of.
Oh, yeah, blue jays. Yeah, those are adorable. Yeah, blue jays, I believe they're from the magpie family, or corvids. Yeah, they are smart birds, they're good. Wait, Hedgemay says they're jerks. You're a jerk. Blue jays are jerks? Blue jays are kind of jerks, I gotta be honest. Well, with that said, I think we've got another grumpy bird coming up for today for the game.
Oh yeah, we've got a Lucky Dime Caper starring Donald Duck. This is honestly probably one of the nicest games I've given out on Kuso.
Ooh. I honestly know nothing about this one other than it is a game that came out and exists, and I've honestly wanted to give it a shot. I think that I've played a tiny bit of it on the MSM, SMS, whatever it is.
It was also on the Game Gear, but the Game Gear version is just too nice for the competitors.
Okay. I mean, I can believe that. I don't need Game Gear in my life, but what I need is a race. We've got 4 people playing this match. Whoever makes the most progress over the hour wins. And of course, I forgot to do my little thing that I need to do for Mouse Shy because reasons. Why is there not a music note? I gotta go copy a music note. Gonna put the music note in front of Mouse Shy. There we go. Add the little space, and we're good. And we're so good. In fact, we're so good, we gotta hear the music. Okay. Anyways, that's all I've got for you.
You said your DMs were open. I saw the horror that creates on Twitter earlier.
Okay, if you're not a robot, you can send me a DM. If you're a robot, I'm watching you. Okay? I'm gonna make some tiny adjustments just because this is a little bit quiet for me. Is it a little quiet for everybody else? If I do this. There we go. That should be fine. Okay. Maybe? No? Brain, what is going on here? Why is it, why? Brain. I think it's just me, probably. And let me just check to make sure that I have it cropped right, and I do. All of the players should be about ready to roll. It looks like some of the aspect ratios changed before I moved over here, which is fantastic. Thank you so much, something. Let me check with the players to see if they're good to go. Oh my gosh, yeah, okay. Yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody. Occasionally, everything is weird, and I just get to deal with it. You never really know when it comes to Kusogrand8. Yeah?
If you do want, I did give the players a specific order to do the levels in. I threw a picture of it in the GM chat.
Okay.
Just in case you want that.
Yeah, I'll take a look in just a second. Okay, let me check with the players to see if they are good to go, because I personally am. Oh, I've had a really good day today, though. I want you to know, Kusogrand, I'm ready for Donald freaking Duck.
Hey, I hope our players are too, because, well, like I said, it's not awful, and, well, since they're 9-10, I guess I'm being nice to them. Because, like, 9-10 is where only one person survives, right?
Yeah, there's only going to be one person moving on from this match, whoever wins. The other three are eliminated. But at least they get Donald Duck. Gee, this is only 10 cents, so... That is so... Well, okay, Uncle Scrooge only gave them 10 cents? That is cruel.
They're lucky dimes.
All of the players are ready to go, so let's go ahead and spam some emotes. What would be appropriate for chat to spam?
I guess birds and forest animals? Money?
Forest animals and money, you heard it here, everybody. If you have any of those, spam away! Money, 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 money! As soon as I see movement, I will start our timer. Oh, there he goes. I love that his head is attached to the plane there.
And we're off!
Yay!
Oh, Virlax's taking an early hit. They're probably wondering why they can't attack right now.
Why can't they attack?
If you take damage, you lose your weapon. I didn't tell the players this, obviously, because who would want to tell them that?
I mean, someone nice.
I'm a GM!
Yeah, that's true. Well, okay, so don't get hit, don't lose your hammer. Does it sort of act as a hit point then? If you get hit, you lose your weapon. If you get hit again, you die?
Yep.
Okay. Not the most unusual system that I've seen in Kusogrand8. I mean, Kid Cool does the same thing, except worse. But yeah, I really like that kind of experience that we sometimes give players. I call it the visiting grandma experience. Basically, you go to grandma's house, you find that she has this old video game console in her basement and these old games, and you just slip it in and find out what it is. And sometimes you get something amazing, and sometimes you get something that is a problem. But either way, you do not have a manual, and you just got to figure out how to play it.
I was thinking about giving them the manual, but I'm like, the game's easy enough.
Yeah, some things that I'm noticing, by the way, it seems like platforming is a little bit floaty. I'm not too surprised with the SMS, considering that it came out at least somewhat around the Nintendo era. You know, platforming wasn't super refined during that time, and yeah, Virlax is trying to do this jump off of the vines and is definitely enjoying it.
Virlax did make the jump, though.
Very nice.
Oh, hey, the boss of the first level already.
What is this?
With no weapon. It's a bear throwing honeycombs.
Okay. I mean, you can jump on the bear's head. It's fine. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I think the worst thing about having no weapon is that one hit, you're dead. Oh no! Silver Moon got greedy and she tried to go after the star in the sky.
Oh, that was good. They had the good weapon too. They had the frisbee. It's the only ranged. There's only 2 weapons: the frisbee and the hammer. And the frisbee, in my opinion, is much better. Sorry.
I mean, it's a projectile. That absolutely makes sense. You gotta use a projectile in order to hit things far away from you. Now, if you do get the frisbee, it still is only 1 hit to lose all of your weapons, right?
Yep.
Okay.
But I can't remember if... It might just be the Game Gear version if you keep it when you... on the next life, or...
Oh my gosh, Mouseshy was trying to make the trampoline jump, but unfortunately it did not work out. That is another death. There's a lot of death everywhere. I do have a question for you. Silver Moon did get a game over and decided to not continue. Are there limited continues in this game?
Nope. And I'm pretty sure I actually told the competitors that too.
Aha!
Maybe just nervousness there.
I mean, that could definitely be part of it. You know, the stakes are relatively high in this, considering that 3 people are getting eliminated. It's understandable as well when getting set up for a match that sometimes you're going to miss something and it's fine.
Trying to kill the moles won't help. You need them.
Yeah, you can't kill Mole. What do you think you're doing?
Hey! We got someone saved. That's Louis, I believe?
Yay! And that was Viralex, right?
Yes.
That puts Viralex in a very solid early lead. Louis is saved. Nobody cares about the nephews except as a collective. So we gotta rescue the other 2, and then we'll care about them. By the way, I do want to say thank you to all the referees who are helping out. We've got Garfield McLightning. We've also got Blastness, also has 3 nephews. Well, good job, Huey, Dewey, and Linkura E. And Clades restocks the free ducks at the park on Tuesdays. Oh, thank you so much, Clades, you know. I know that they are free, but I leave them there for everybody else. And finally, Mendez is also helping to track this match. Thank you to our referees for volunteering and helping us keep track, because as it turns out, I'm usually not good at that. I get a little distracted. And perhaps that's an understatement. There we go, Silver Moon figuring out the mole jumps and managing to get up over the wall. By the way, there is a timer at the bottom. How strict is this timer?
Not very at all. Like, once that time on the bottom runs out, it'll actually create a second bar.
What?
Yeah, it turns yellow and gives you a second bar.
Oh, okay, there we go. Silver Moon had it turn yellow, but it didn't matter because the bear threw a honeycomb and killed her. Oh, no! Oh, never mind. Silver Moon is continuing. That is fine. This music's kind of fun. I dig it. It's a little, like, the percussion isn't the best. But also, we're dealing with the SMS sound chip, and I don't know exactly how sophisticated that was. I assume not very.
I don't know, actually. Oh, Viralex now has the frisbee.
Yeah! You always want a frisbee. Oh, what is this nightmare? This visual. Oh, it's time to swim. Donald Duck, that's not how you swim. This is not the right way to swim at all.
Technically, he's ducks, so they don't go underwater, so they don't know how to swim, I guess.
Ducks go underwater to eat. Catch fish? Yeah, they'll do that.
I will say, this game's pretty short, so there is a chance we see a completion depending on how well it clicks with people. The long play is only about 30 minutes, but, well, that's a long play that knows how to do things perfectly.
Yeah, we're not going to see a completion here. But at least, like, there's already a pretty solid variety of areas, and we're only on level 2 here. It looks like Viralex almost got a 1-up, but can you only collect items when they're on the ground?
Yep.
Oh, so those
one-up.
1-ups flying up into the air, you literally cannot get them? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay. I've got a little bit of a problem with that. Another 1-up! Too bad! I mean, with infinite continues, it's not a big deal, but still. Absolutely evil. Viralex got hit by ugly... What is this lion? He turns into, like, a projectile head and then just flies across the screen. I don't like him.
Oh, hey! Nakarashi learned you can hit the honeycombs that's thrown at you. But, however, they took a hit, you know?
Yeah. By the way, I'm seeing that this apparently was developed by Sega themselves. They put together this game, and that probably explains why it looks so good, why the music is pretty good. It's a little irritating in some ways. Hey, Nakarashi, there we go. 1 level then for Nakarashi, and he's starting to catch up to Viralex. Very nice.
I hate these beavers so much. The ones that Mouse Shy is dealing with. They're so awful.
I was gonna say that's why I'm gay, but anyways, yeah, the beavers are annoying. Yeah, hey everybody, welcome to Kusogrand8. Oh, good job jumping on the bee. You don't want to do that in real life, by the way. Like, the stinger doesn't disappear if you jump on it, you know? It's still there. I know. I've been stung by a dead bee before.
Yeah, but if you have shoes on...
Well, I didn't have shoes on. That was the problem. And it was in my house. It was inside. I was just being a dumb kid. I was like, there's a dead little bee over here, and I'm just dinking around. Step on the bee. Why was I playing near the bee? I don't know. I just did it. It hurt. Yeah, I've only had a couple times where a bee stung me, and it hurts more than like getting poked with a needle, just because of the way that the venom works. But if you're not allergic, it's usually gonna be fine. I don't know. I feel like everybody's probably hasn't everybody been stung by a bee? Have you been stung by a bee, Ascorian?
Not that I can remember, actually.
No?
No.
Anybody else in chat never been stung by a bee? What?
A lot of people, apparently.
What the crap? Is this, like, not a common thing? Maybe I just grew up in rural Utah and, like, getting stung by various insects or whatever was just life for us.
I grew up near countryside, but I also played a lot of video games where I didn't leave the house so much, so there's that.
I mean, I wanted to. Yeah, for those who don't know, Utah is known as the Beehive State. What does that mean? It's Mormon stuff. You wouldn't get it. Yeah. I don't want to explain it, okay? I'm busy watching a fun Donald Duck game. I'm watching a tiger or a lion tiger thingy, whatever. I'm watching a big cat. killing a duck.
My favorite part about fighting this boss is if you lose, you gotta go through the whole third half of the level again. Or fourth? Yeah, fourth half.
Oh my gosh, we had pet ducks when I was younger. They were so cute, but they definitely made a mess. Yeah. Pet ducks aren't the cleanest animals around. Which is fine, you know, that's duck life for you. Sometimes my parents got a little bit tired of taking care of them. My dad took them to my grandpa's ranch and let them live out their very, very short lives after that, because as it turns out, a ranch in the middle of nowhere is not with coyotes and hawks around, is not the safest place for pet ducks to live. Yeah.
I've never had a pet bird. I've always wanted a pet bird. Like, even just a normal parakeet or something.
Parakeets are okay. They're a little bit noisy. When I went and visited my mother-in-law recently, she had some pet birds, and they always fought. They were always fighting. They hated each other. They were so noisy. So we're like, shut up, and we put a blanket over them. And even then, they still fought a little bit.
Yay!
Hey!
I've got Bearlex telling me how much they hate the game already.
Maybe it's less hating the game and more hating a specific... I don't know. Like, simply put, even if you love a game, you still say you hate it. That's video games for you, you know? Welcome to anybody who plays games professionally. If you don't hate your game at one point or another, are you really a pro gamer? I don't think so. Mouseshy, no! The beaver gotcha! Yeah, why? Like, I don't understand what this beaver is doing. It just pops out of the ground, wiggles its tail, and then throws wood?
Yep, it's building its dam. You're just in its way.
Well, stop getting rid of the wood, then! My gosh, that is waste. And actually, that is a problem with beavers. They do end up causing problems. They can destroy some environments and habitats. Mind you, they create other habitats by building dams, but it can be a bit of a problem in certain ecosystems, and they can be a bit of a nuisance in that way.
Speaking of beavers, Mouse says, I can't believe the beavers would betray me like this.
Yeah, that's kind of what they do. Silver Moon just kind of chilling underwater. I think paused and is taking a breather. There we go. Time to swim like the worst duck in existence. This is... Okay, all you ducks watching, this, if you swim like this, you're gonna die, okay?
I like how he's wearing one of those scuba masks with the straw in it, which obviously underwater, that hose is gonna help you breathe a lot.
You know what else is upsetting? You have a swimming area, but then other sections of water you die. They're pits.
Fun fact, the Game Gear version, if you fall in the water with those pits, it literally takes you to that water area. You can skip the whole first and second areas.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's one of the reasons I decided they're not getting the Game Gear version.
Too nice.
Oh yeah. Plus, in the Game Gear version, you have health instead of weapon. You can take 2 hits and you still have your weapon. And I mean, come on. It's the 3rd round. I can't be that nice.
By the way, I love that Silver Moon, like, Mouseshy commented about the beavers in the Discord chat. Silver Moon's like, what beavers? And so here's what I'm thinking. Silver Moon probably thinks that she is behind Mouseshy, but she's not. She's ahead. Yeah. Welcome to the fun mind games, everybody. This is Kusogrand8 in a nutshell. Sometimes you start, like... To be fair, they don't really look like beavers. These... Oh my gosh! Silver Moon managed to lodge right into the corner of one of the platforms, barely surviving. It looked like a tiny bit of a clip into the platform. Not super unusual for Nintendo and SMS era games that you could kind of wedge yourself into some blocks. It happened quite a bit. But I just love to see it.
You know, this is probably the game that I've had the most conversation on. And honestly, I felt like this is one of my nicer games I've given out.
Yeah, I think I actually looked at this game and I was like, I want to play this. Like, this looks like a pretty At the same time, there's a lot of death happening in this. My gosh. Yeah, to be fair, if you look at the library for the Sega Master System, there's not a lot of good stuff on it.
Nakarashi took the first place because they had the frisbee for the lion boss.
Uh-oh, we're on to the boss for Mouse Shy. Mouse Shy just got to be a little bit careful.
I believe in you,
there
Mouse.
We go. Oh. Mouse Shy is through. Fantastic. Great job.
Yay, I'm so happy.
Yeah, so here's the deal. I do think that this is probably, well, I mean, this group, you know, 3 of them are going to be eliminated. I have no problems having a game on Kusogrand8 that can be arguably good. You know, that's why I put bad for bad video game tournament in quotation marks. You know, oftentimes we end up with stuff that's obscure, stuff that's weird. But, you know, I do think that there are some fundamental problems with the game. The control, oh my gosh. When you leave the water from the underwater section, you just flail, and I love it. It's so good. And it looks like Nakarashi is on to a very solid lead, moving on to stage 3. Nakarashi moving into first place. Very, very nice.
Oh yeah, it's the western town where pig ladies throw, what are those, rolling irons at you?
How is this western?
Cactuses, I guess, and the cowboy
Oh,
hats.
I guess those could sort of be Wild West ladies, but it's too purple. Oh no, oh no. Oh, this is making me think of Jungle Hunt for Atari. There's basically an auto-scroller section, except you go up the hill and boulders come down at you, usually bouncing. And if I know my video games, there is a good chance we could have some bouncing from the rocks coming up. Oh, or just tilt even more.
Oh wow, I was expecting a death there. Good job, Nakarashi.
Yeah, Nakarashi did fantastic there. However, that is a death. And how far back does Nakarashi go? Well, it looks like just to this area with grumpy cowboy ladies with rolling pins. I don't know. I don't even try to understand video games anymore. They just don't make sense. Oh, is this just like a gauntlet where you gotta kill everybody, or do you have to attack the statue at the right?
I believe it's a gauntlet where you kill everything.
Okay.
I know I passed it, but I just can't fully remember
Now,
if you have to attack the heads or if it was.
I do have another question for you as well, because for some people I see red dots on the left side of the screen. What are those red dots?
That's for collecting the stars. 5 of them gives you a infinite, or a Mario star, basically.
Okay, cool. So dot is star. Red dot is yellow star, because that makes total sense. That's how video games work. Sometimes you have red dot.
Okay,
Oh, I saw Nakarashi hit the statue on the right, so I think that the reason it shoots enemies out is to give you weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, that's a little cruel. Especially when they can kill you from below. Nakarasi jumped on it, but it killed him. How dare you? Yeah, emphasis on the hit. Okay, so apparently the second area in the game is supposed to be the Great American Forest. The third one, possibly the Andes Mountains. Where are the Andes Mountains? I forget.
In the Andes?
Hey, Andy, where are you? Where's your mountain? Oh, South America. Okay. I was gonna say, like, I'm trying to think of where in North America these mountains are. Nope. This is South America, which apparently has purple mountains. Yeah. Mind you, I'm a little bit colorblind. Maybe this is what more of what South America looked like than when I lived there.
Everything is very purple to me, so...
Oh, it's very purple. Yeah. Hey, anybody from South America? Maybe it's changed since I lived there. Can anybody confirm? Maybe it was in the 80s that it looked this purple. I don't know. Or 91. That is when this game came out, 1991. Do you sometimes have the ground tilt and have weird, ugly birds try to kill you?
Do you have to platform over rocks to get home?
I mean, to be fair, I had to do that a few times living in Brazil. In some of the poorer areas, my gosh. Yeah, I actually really dig the visual design here in South America. And here's why. When I try to make, like, graphics for stuff, I tend to lean into making patterns because I like patterns. They're pleasing for my eyes, and they're a lot easier for me to make. And so having plaid ground, come on, if Donald Duck game can do that, then I can do that. Oh, Nakarashi, 2 of the weird statue thingies in one swing. Very nice job. There we go. It's dead, and Nakarashi moving on. Virlex, meanwhile, making up quite a bit of ground. And actually, I just realized Virlex has a filter on the screen because yesterday we needed to do some color correction there. Let me fix that. It is correct now. Haha.
Yeah, Virlax catching up. As you can see, the game, I gave them the order that I thought the games get harder, or the stages get harder in.
Okay.
So, but it wasn't a set stage order until, well, I made the sheet, because I wanted it to be easier on the refs, and everyone else tried to keep track. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry,
no,
I was just thinking.
I was reading chat and... yeah, no, that's not the end of... That wasn't the boss, that's just a,
Mini-boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few of those they'll have to go through.
That's fine, that's video games for you. Sometimes you have a mini-boss. Donald Duck, I really like his strut in this game. It's a very solid animation.
I like how he's just strutting down the side of the mountain, not, actually running.
Oh, he's running now. I mean, considering how much it's sloping, you gotta run.
Did Virlax accidentally reset the game?
Oh
no, they did!
Yes, Virlax did press select.
Oh, they're gonna have to go through the first 2 stages again.
I mean, here's the deal. That is a little bit of a loss. And it looks like Silver Moon has done the same thing after reading the message in Discord. As it turns out, do not hit the reset button because that will reset the game. Whenever I'm playing in Kusogrand8, I do not, or whenever I'm playing anywhere, I do not map reset to my controller. Never, ever, 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 ever do that. This is a good rule of thumb.
Oh no.
Yeah, so the biggest thing, I would say, like, Viralex opted to go to the third stage. I would say that it's probably fine if Silver Moon did that as well, but they're gonna have to go back and get the others, get the ones that they'd done before as well.
You will have to do the other two. That's the unfortunate part. Or else I'd tell them not to worry about it and just go on.
I honestly think that we need to make a decision right this minute of if Viralex should go back to level 1 or not.
They'll have to go through all the stages either way.
Yeah, but Silver Moon is playing level 1 and already beat it, so what I mean is, I see what you mean. Go on to level 3. If Viralex completes level 3, that's a bit of a problem since, they haven't completed level 1 and level 2 on this attempt. Meanwhile, Silver Moon is going through and playing level 1. That's the biggest thing. And Chad is saying SMS had a reset input on the controller port for some reason, probably so that you didn't have to lean over and hit reset on the console, which honestly isn't that big of a deal. Hit reset. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and you can take care of that. You can take care of the communication. I don't want to have too many cooks in the chat there. Yeah, Viralex is making good progress on level 3. Those blocks, kind of terrifying. Well, everybody, we are halfway through the match. We have had wonderful, beautiful chaos in this game. That's kind of Kusogrand8 for you. Every once in a while, something weird happens, and that is fine. But honestly, I want to know a little bit more about this game, because, this is a unique game that didn't appear on anything outside of Sega consoles. I didn't have it. Well, I mean, I had Game Gear, but I didn't ever play the Game Gear version of this game. But luckily, this game is not super unknown. So let me go ahead and take a look real quick at how this is going. Oh, what is this resolution? Come on, where's the story? Give me the story. Take control. Okay. No. Here we go. The search is on. Get ready for the scariest adventure ever. Oh, but first, find out how it all began in Uncle Scrooge's Grand Library. I'm not doing a Scottish accent. Oh my gosh. How do you even do a Scottish accent? I'm just trying to think. Like, as soon as I start thinking of Scottish, it's gone. Huey, Dewey, Louie, I have a special present for each of you. It's a lucky dime. I said I wasn't gonna do it, but then I tried to do it. I made a mistake.
It worked, actually. You sounded kind of like him.
It's a lucky dime. Did I ever tell you that I started with only a dime, my lucky dime? Look how wealthy I am now. Boasts Uncle Scrooge as he hands Huey, Dewey, and Louie their presents. Only 10 cents? Nobody can get rich from a dime, sneers Donald as he looks over. The billionaire turns to Donald. How insulting is that? The billionaire, no, his uncle. The billionaire turns to Donald and replies, well, you see, the kind of luck your dime brings you will depend on how hard you work. Understand? Meanwhile, a dark shadow appears in the corner of the library's window. A few hours pass. It's time for Donald and his nephews to say goodbye to Uncle Scrooge, blah, blah, blah. Then suddenly 3 ravens descend, grab Huey, Dewey, and Louie along with their lucky dimes and disappear into thin air, while Donald and Uncle Scrooge freeze in their shoes, overwhelmed by what has taken place in front of their eyes. A dark figure descends and snatches the lucky dime from Uncle Scrooge. It's Magica, dispel the evil sorceress! Shrieks Magica. Scrooge's lucky dimes are mine! Why does she have a Scottish accent now? My gosh. At last, I'll use them to become filthy rich, richer than you, Scrooge. Then she vanishes. What's going to happen now? Somebody has to save Huey, Dewey, and Louie and restore the 4 lucky dimes. Who else is there but Donald? Uncle Scrooge is worried to death about the boys and his dimes, and he's even promising Donald a reward for their safe return. Cool.
So what I've told the players is they can continue from where they were to try and make progress, and but they'll have to go back and beat the other 2 stages because it's that's the way the game works.
Yeah, I think that is fair. That, you know, you're gonna have to beat them anyway. And honestly, I would feel pretty comfortable. Like, it's not bad to replay stuff that you're fairly comfortable getting through because you've done it already.
However, it is to the point where right now, whoever beats this boss first takes first, because Nakarashi has made it to the boss. So the reset most likely isn't gonna matter in the long run. And the order they do it in. So there is that benefit right now. And Virlax also knows.
Yeah. Well, we've got, you know, about 25 minutes left. Remember, everybody, we've got 2 more matches after this. We have a lot of Kusogrand8 today. It's been a heck of a lot of fun, despite, despite having our first Engage game. My gosh. Well, you know, at least we know the story of this game. Ravens flew down and kidnapped Donald's nephews. Wait. Is Scrooge... Okay, is Scrooge the nephew's uncle?
Scrooge is the great uncle. Donald's uncle is... and... Donald's their uncle, and Scrooge is Donald's uncle.
Isn't that, like... Okay, I mean, that's fair. The grand uncle. Cool. I'm trying to think, do I know any of my uncle's uncles? I don't think so. That's probably for the best.
I still have parents, it's...
Yeah, I'm just trying to think.
Oh, nice.
No, I guess Oh, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Nakarashi was making good use of the star and just skipping all the weird block things there.
Probably a good idea. Watch out for the statue. Just bobbing around. Beep, pop, boop. Virlax is currently on stage 3. Oh, and apparently there is somebody who built out a family tree for the entire duck family. I don't care. I mean, I guess I do care. Like, I've been talking about, there's Uncle Scrooge, there's Uncle Donald, but how, you know, obviously they're not the same, like, they're not brothers. So, yeah, I guess I do care. Okay, fine. Yeah. I am not a great uncle yet. Oh my gosh. How would I be a great uncle? Who would need to have a baby? Okay.
Your siblings' children would have to have a baby.
No, but then I wouldn't be an uncle's uncle. I would be a child's, or because their parent, I would be the uncle to their parent. That would mean that I am a family member. But where? I'm a something. Okay. If my niece or nephew had Babby, what make me?
Granduncle.
No! If it's uncle, that makes me, like...
That's literally what the Scrooge is. The uncle's uncle.
Yeah, but if my niece has a baby, they're not an uncle. They're not an aunt either. They're a parent. I don't know how families work anymore.
Edgemage, just add that to a quote.
It's true. Families are made up anyway. Oh my gosh, no they're not. Literally, you can't make up having a baby. It happens. As soon as you have a baby, it's real. Unless you're having fake babies out here. I don't know.
Oh no,
y'all having fake babies? Huh?
No, mine's real.
You have a real baby? Where'd it come from?
Well, you see what? What a mama duck and a baby duck.
I mean, I have seen the birds and the bees on screen at the same time, and I'm not seeing any babies. Where're the babies? Huh? Where the babies? I don't know. Wait, is
Mouse
somebody
is
talking about vegan babies? I'm a little bit scared. I'm not eating babies ever, and I'm not eating vegan babies either. I don't even
eat eggs.
Eggs? Yeah, they're unfertilized. They're not babies. They don't count.
How do you know?
Because they haven't been fertilized. That's how they're still eggs. Hello?
Maybe it just didn't take.
If I opened the egg and there was a baby inside, then it was fertilized, okay? But no. I opened egg, no baby. Just egg.
Virlex is already caught up.
Very nice, Virlex. Doing a fantastic job. Of course, Nakarashi is on to the statue boss of nightmares. Yeah, as it turns out, the Incans really like the color purple.
This is actually not that bad of a boss. You just have to hit the orb back. You can't hit the flaming hot ones, obviously.
So don't hit the fiery... Oh, yeah, obviously don't hit the fiery ones, yeah. Because I knew they were fiery. Hey, Mouse Shy, on to level 3, everybody! Except for Silver Moon. Silver Moon had an unfortunate reset. Mind you, these things happen. Welcome to Kusogrand8. Silver Moon may be able to get to the level 3 in a little bit. Just gotta keep plowing forward.
Honestly, Blast Innocent chat asks, what do you do when you don't have a weapon for that boss? I don't know. The balls move in a very predictable pattern, so you just gotta reflect them and...
I saw people jump, or I saw Nakarashi jumping on the boulder and it wouldn't go back. How do you deal with that?
Not sure. Guess our competitors are gonna have to learn.
Well, okay. So, Donald's Dangerous Adventures, we've got 1, the Northern Woods, venture into the wilderness where mushrooms hop and spiders crawl. Ah! Oh no! I hate being in a world where spiders crawl. Ugh.
Oh, wait, I remember.
That's
It's
what
not
they
knocking.
do. The branches are slippery, so watch your step. Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, level 2, Great American Forest, carefully leap across gushing waters. My mind went elsewhere. Okay, one false step and you're food for the snapping wild fish. Oh, I hate when fish eat me.
Okay, Nakarashi has figured this boss out, and I completely forgot. You don't knock the boulders back. You just gotta hit the enemy's head.
Okay,
You use
so
the
ride
boulders
the boulder.
to reach it.
If you do not have a projectile, then you can ride the boulder and jump on top of them. That makes sense. Well, watch out for the fiery one. You can tell it's fiery because it changes colors. And it's a little bit red, I guess. I'm colorblind. I wouldn't necessarily, like, since I know that it's fiery, sure, I can tell that there's red. But
Yeah, it's changing between red, orange, and yellow.
yeah, in general, if something flashes and the normal ones don't flash, that means that the flashing ones are gonna get you.
Yep.
Okay, if something flashes you, don't touch it. Wait.
There's a quote for y'all.
It's a good rule of thumb. Okay? It's a good rule of thumb. Just don't. Okay, anyways, get ready for a wet and wild trek, is what the manual says.
Well then.
Get ready for a wet and wild trek. Oh, finally, level 3 and the Andes Mountains. Club throwing shamans and enchanted pots come your way. Those are shaman? Okay. I was going to agree with you that they looked like cowboys or cowgirl. They were, I don't know.
Wait, they're shamans?
Apparently.
They look like cowboys.
And they throw clubs, not rolling pins, apparently. Oh no, Mouse Shy! Mouse Shy's stream is back. There we go. We're fine. Everything's fine. Don't let anything flash you. Okay, so club throwing shamans and enchanted pots come your way. These towering mountains are threatening. Racing down the steep slopes will leave you breathless. The air's thin, but you've got to win. Okay, I know that you were trying to rhyme there, but I don't care. You don't rhyme elsewhere. Why are you rhyming there? The air's thin, but you gotta win. Okay, the Tropical Isles is after that. Maybe we'll see those. I'm not gonna talk about the future. I'm not a psychic. In fact, I have no idea who's going to win. Like, Nakarashi is in the lead, but he's still trying to beat this boss, and the boss isn't throwing all of the boulders that Nakarashi needs. Not only that, but Nakarashi no longer has a projectile, which makes this boss much more difficult, considering that the statue on the left will not throw a boulder. There we go! Nakarashi
now
is
they just have to...
Well,
No!
never mind. Screensaver boss got him.
I was worried. Oh. Huh. Virlax actually just taught me something interesting about those scrolling wall bosses. You can actually just jump on the side of them and, like, wipe them out.
What? What? Oh, I love that strategy. It's always worth jumping at walls, everybody. Yeah. I mean, I knew that ever since Super Pitfall. If you jump at the walls, you sometimes go through them and then get lots of points. Because that game is very, very busted. Heck, that's how I learned how to do speedruns of Aliens, Alien 2. Nobody did... Well, I mean, I think there were some speedruns before, but I learned how to use glitches and break the game, and I love it. It's such a fun game.
This is still also anyone's game, because whoever beats this boss first takes it, basically, at the rate we're going.
Yeah. Okay, the manual also says do not whack this game with a hammer, so that's nice.
Does it really?
Well, I mean, it has the number 3 and then a picture of a hammer with an X over it. I assume that's do not whack this game with a hammer.
Yes, the game has a duck button. You press down to duck.
Nah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Here, everybody, let me show you. I'm not lying. It doesn't have any text next to it. I'm looking. Yeah,
Press
I don't.
3 to unhammer.
Oh, I guess on the previous page it had a picture, or it had instructions: do not subject to any violent impact. But how was I supposed to know? Huh? It was the previous page. I'm thinking about the current. See, this is what I saw. It was just a hammer with an X over it. No whack with the hammer. No hammer. Hammer time, bad. Now the manual does actually have some dime hunting hints. First off, oh my gosh, this is almost unreadable. Like, whoever scanned this apparently didn't care about the hints, because holy crap.
I think you have the same manual I do. It's like very, very blue.
Learn how... Yes, it's very blue. Learn how all the different baddies move. It'll be easier for you to defeat them. Okay. Hint number 2. Wait. So hint number 1 was learn how to play the game. Okay, that's a great hint. I very much appreciate it. Thank you.
That's the hint I gave our players, too.
Okay, number 2. Donald can reach high places by bouncing off baddies. Okay, so hint number 2 is learn how to play the game. Okay. Hint number 3. Donald can't use the hammer or the frisbee while swimming. Okay, that's not a hint. That's just a fact.
That is actually useful, though.
How is that useful? You go in the water, you know that, like, if you hit the B button and the frisbee doesn't come out, duh.
What if you don't have the weapon, though?
You still can't attack. You can never attack. I don't know if that counts as a hint. You're gonna find out very, very quickly that if you're under the water and you hit B and it doesn't attack, and you had a weapon before, the weapon doesn't work. Duh.
Oh no, silver!
Okay, how about number 4? Remember, when you lose one player, you also lose any keys or stars you have picked up, and that is actually pretty relevant. I don't know what the keys do, but the stars you can build up in order to get invincibility, which in certain key places, I imagine would be very helpful.
Keys don't come into play till, like, the last 2 stages.
No, okay. I gotcha. Nakarashi actually has 4 stars, 1 more, which is right there, and that is invincibility. Let's see how long it lasts. Can you kill a boss while you're invincible?
They're nowhere near the boss.
Oh, okay. I mean, there's that.
There it goes.
But Nakarashi is still in the lead with 10 minutes to go. If somebody else can get to the boss of stage 3 and not die to the screensaver surprise enemy, then that will be a first place, but otherwise Nakarashi may have this match in the bag. Oh, Silver Moon fighting hammer. The lion. Virlek's going for what now?
Virlek's tried to do a turnaround in the air and learned that's not the best idea.
Yeah, momentum in this game is a little tricky. Like, your momentum in the air and on the ground are very similar. You can't just change course on a dime, though. I mean, sure, this is the lucky dime caper, but not that kind of dime. We're talking about literal money. Literal video game money. I haven't seen a single dime in this game.
The dimes are actually the second set of levels. You get, first you're saving your nephews, and then you're saving the money.
I want the money! Let me do the money levels first, and then we can save my family. Okay. So, here's another thing. Don't waste any time. If you finish a stage fast enough, you earn a time bonus.
Oh, that's all the time's for.
Yeah, they're infinite continues. I don't care.
We have everyone on stage 3 now. Silvermoon has made it.
Very nice. Actually, one thing that I do want to note is that extra lives in a game like this actually can come in handy because you do have checkpoints throughout the levels. Sort of like Mega Man, you know, you get checkpoints if you have to continue and go back to the stage select. You go back to the beginning of the stage. Sure, there are only 3 levels to choose from at the beginning of the game, but it still can be worthwhile to build up extra lives if convenient. However, it's not really been convenient in this game.
I still feel bad for Virlex, who had 3 lives drop in a row right into the water.
It was beautiful luck, and you can't pick things up while they're falling. No, 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 gotta wait until it gets to the ground.
Okay, I think we might get to see a boss clear here.
Oh, really?
There we go.
Yeah, Nakarashi. Not only that, but Nakarashi still has the Frisbee. Nakarashi moving on to stage 4, the only person to get to stage 4 at this point. Very nice. Stage 4, by the way, is the Tropical Isles. Braved, crazed tribesmen. Okay, we're getting to the racist level. Cool. In the dark and dreary cave, dodge flying balls of fire and flapping bats. Be extra careful when crossing pools of hot, bubbly lava. If you trip, you're toast. Yeah,
hey, this is...
I'm sorry, but if you start the phrase by saying braved, crazed tribesmen, I'm gonna say a brave, crazed, you're kind of being racist here. But that's the 90s for you. If it's in the 90s and there's not a little bit of that, then it's
Virlex!
Extremely good. What happened to Virlex?
They got a life drop, and then the jump off the enemy pushed them too far to the right, and they cleared or left the screen before they could get the life.
No! Okay, there we go. Stage 4. I don't know, maybe it'll be it's about as insensitive as... maybe the manual's worse than the actual graphics, but still, a little aged. Tiny bit aged. Yeah.
Well, we don't have to worry about them actually being human, at least.
Who's human again?
No one in the Donald Duck world.
How come they look human? What about the shaman? Are those not...
They look like pigs to me.
Maybe? I don't even know anymore. Hey, Virlex is on to the boss of stage 3. Technically, Virlex could catch up, but Virlex needs to figure out how to fight this boss. And
and
there goes the weapon. I don't think he's gonna do it on this attempt. There still technically is enough time, especially if he has more lives. But that is a death. Do we get... No!
Oh, no lives either.
If only Virlex didn't get scrolled off of the screen and lose the chance to get that extra life, he would be able to get back to the boss immediately.
Yeah. No, actually, they'd have to... The checkpoint in that level is not nice. It sets them back to about where the running back, the auto-scroller part is.
Fine,
so it's
comparatively quickly. How about that, huh?
What is that statue?
What statue? Where statue?
The one that... There's a statue that pops out of the wall and vomits some, like, red liquid. There it is!
Ew! Stop vomiting blood! Ew! Donald Duck took a sinister royal rivers of blood. What the freaking frick-frack is this?
What, you mean you don't have rivers of blood where you are?
I mean, not since the 1800s. Utah was very violent in the 1800s. Yeah, Utah's a special place. We don't go there very often. Even though I live there.
Actually, I was wrong. This level has keys.
Yeah. So what do the keys do?
Unlock doors.
Oh, silly me, thinking that keys would do something else.
I do like the trick Virlax has figured out for those. Oh, there goes the key.
Oh, no.
Why did Donald burn up when he touched a bat?
And I think the bat came from the blood. Obviously, no, bat came from the ceiling. I guess they're fire bats? I know, the blood's supposed to be lava. I don't care. It looks like blood.
It does. It doesn't look anything like lava.
Yeah, Manuel, do you say anything about lava, huh? Do you say anything?
Do you say anything about blood?
Do you say anything about blood? Ooh, Donald Duck crosses the rivers of blood. It says pools of hot, bubbly lava. It's not bubbly. There are no bubbles. That's...
Well, the fireball's coming out of it, I guess.
Yeah, it's blood. Actually, to be fair, if it were blood, it would probably be darker.
No, this is the color it comes out when you first... See, this is all just new blood. That's why it's so bright.
This has been exposed to oxygen for a long time, okay?
I forgot. Donald in the area with the blood, he actually starts panting in his idle animation. Like he's overheating. I like...
Yeah, Donald. Silly you, thinking that it's lava. Thinking that it's hot.
Also, Donald's doing this for 10 cents. Not even for himself. He could just go to, like, a grocery store and be like, hey, turn this into...
just look in...
some dimes for me.
Look in the candy machines. There's probably 10 cents sitting there. Look underneath the vending machine, okay? Seriously.
Do you like Yoku blocks, by the way?
Oh, not when there are drippy drops. No! Nakarashi! Burned up in the blood. Maybe Donald's allergic to, like, other bloods. I don't know. Actually, oh, the drippy drops make the blocks disappear. Yep. I get it. Okay. I actually kind of like that because it gives you a visual cue that this block is going to disappear way before it goes away. Not the worst use of Yoku blocks I've ever seen. And there we go. Nakarashi is through Nightmare section, but it doesn't matter because that is time. Everybody throw your hands up in the air and do a little dance. Okay? If you're not dancing, what are you doing? Huh? You think you're watching Twitch.tv for fun? No, it's to dance. Dance for me. Dance! Well, you know who danced? The players, because they played for a full hour and honestly did a pretty impressive job. Nakarashi taking the victory today. The other three, unfortunately, are eliminated from Kusogrand8, but all of them put in a good amount of effort and made a decent amount of progress into stage 3. It was almost a three-way tie for second place. Like, it was very close between them. Yeah, let me go ahead and check in and see if Nakarashi wants to come and chat because I would love to talk. Yeah. How do you feel that the players did today?
I felt they did good. I can't lie. I honestly felt it would have been a lot farther in the game because of the people I had tested. But, well, like, I've done way too much platforming in games, and that's what I'm only good at.
Oh, yeah. I'm scared when I go up against anybody doing platformers because I'm like, I'm usually not quite as good. You're going to kick my butt unless it's like Atari platformer. With that said, Nakarashi, our victor is here. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, congratulations. You managed to be the only person who made it to stage 4. Everybody else made it to stage 3. It was actually pretty close between all of the other players. It was really good.
I could imagine there was some very interesting chat going on in Matt's chat. A lot of his Donald will say,
making angry Donald noises.
yep. But no, honestly, I think the one thing that felt a little off for me at first was just not quite used to and figuring out that the weapon was your hit point.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
There are a few other games that do that. I mean, we talked about Kid Cool, which isn't exactly a good example of that. I mean, Wally Bear in the No Gang does that as well, which also isn't a good example. I have a hard time thinking of good examples where your weapon is your hit point.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either.
Green Dog? That's not a good game. Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
Once I got that and started figuring out, okay, no, I really have to slow down, especially if I get hit, and make sure I take out the 2 enemies to get the power up and hope it's a weapon so that I can take another point of damage if I need to. That definitely helped.
Yeah, I think so. I think planning to make sure that you could get a hit point, or at least looking a little bit before you progress, definitely helped. The timer wasn't super strict either, so that was a reasonable strat, yeah.
And I noticed, it took me a while to notice because I was paying more attention to some other stuff, but I did notice that it would refresh on areas. So like, for example, in level 3 with the monster spawning walls, every time you got to one of those sections, it would refresh the timer.
Yeah.
I believe the timer is actually just there for bonus points. Don't quote me on that, though.
Wouldn't be surprised. I wasn't about to test it, though.
Yeah. With that said, what do you think of the game overall? Like, were there any main problems that it had? Did it seem like a fairly decent game?
I honestly, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fine. It threw a couple, curveballs at you. I want to grumble at that stage 3 boss a couple times, but I didn't feel like anything was super out of the ordinary. It was enjoyable.
That's fair. I was thinking that as well. Like the control scheme aged a little bit. By the way, people pointed out that technically Super Mario is a game where you lose your weapon, and that's a hit point. So I guess 1 point to Mario. Good job, Mario.
And you jump on things when you lose your weapon in Mario too.
Yes.
Yeah, so I've heard.
I'm glad you enjoyed the game. Would you ever consider going back to it?
I actually might. I'm curious to see how far it goes. I mean, I don't know if you still have the pause up there, but doing the wonderful melting blocks, reverse stack blocks level X section seems entertaining. And their odd take on Yoku blocks, but it worked.
Yeah,
the
we were
blocks
talking
were
about,
nice though.
I actually really like. Normally, I've complained a lot about drips hurting you. Not only do they not hurt you, but they're a way to visually see that the block is going to disappear. So you actually have about 2 seconds ahead of time to know that this block is not going to be safe. I've got time to adjust, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no, it actually worked out when she noticed what was happening and the timing. So, just like the section with the plunger arrows at the top, is they gave you plenty of warning before those actually came down. So
yeah, and I definitely appreciate that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm just trying to get some pictures and stuff done. So I have to ask, you're helping out with refereeing, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the help.
No, it's actually been a lot of fun. Quite a bit of focus in that, but it helps the whole group, and it's just been enjoyable to watch through all the games and different players and root the players on in our ref chats and pay attention,
Yeah, which I don't know. There's usually so much going on that it's pretty hard for me to do that. I really appreciate all the help that
I get that.
people
I
are
just
giving.
can't imagine, back in the day when it was you and Kate and Corn Dan when he could, and other people trying to make sense of all four of the streams at the same time. So glad we're getting something a little more formalized, and we've got a good group of people able to come and give you a hand.
I really appreciate it, yeah. So, are you doing anything else with streams these days? Do you play on your own channel?
No, not honestly. I don't stream myself. I'm happy being here and helping out. I've done Mystery Tournament a couple times, but more of the entertaining watcher than the streamer.
That's fair. I'm glad, every stream needs an audience. I'm glad that you're still willing to jump out and play in Kusogrand8. I mean, you're making it to round 4. We'll see how it goes, if you're able to get through that.
There goes my dastardly plan of focusing on refereeing.
I know, right? Welcome to life. Well, thank you so much. And again, congratulations. And everybody else,
thank you.
Great job today. Again, between second, third, and fourth, it was really close. Nakarashi definitely pulled ahead of the group, and it was great to watch how you did there. Well, I'll go ahead and let you go. And Ascorian, thank you for being our GM.
Thank you. Thanks for the great game, Ascorian.
You're welcome. Thanks for playing and competing, and I get to make you suffer at a later date.
You do indeed.
All right. See you two later. Bye. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. And people are noting that we've got new music in our playlist. Indeed, thank you for the GMs who have been suggesting music and putting them in my playlist. I really appreciate everything that everybody's done, as well as our crans for resubscribing. Muchas gracias. We're going to run an ad, and I will be right back after that. Get some water, everybody. I'm going to.